Team Janners, what's happening? So I just wanted to do a video about two books I've recently read. I've got into an author recently called Matt Shaw. He's wrote two books that I really like. This one is called The Suicide Club, and the reason I think I like this book so much because I've battled with mental health most of my life as well. It's about people that are depressed who want to commit suicide, but they have to join an elite club and they die a year from signing the contract. But of course, in a year's time, a lot of people have often changed their minds. And it just goes to show how people do regret their decision. And I just think if you've battled with your mental health, I think, it's quite a good book because it makes you realise that although your life can be crap, it can get better. Same as when it's going good, things can turn bad, but it kind of gives you the impression that there's always a chance to turn things around, no matter how bad things get. You can change things if you want to. So I'd highly recommend that if you like psychological. I wouldn't say it's so much a horror; it's more psychological. But if you'd like those sort of books, I would highly recommend this one. The other book he wrote that I really like is called The Lonely Psychopath. It's about, well, clues in the name, about a man who's a psychopath who's also very lonely. But it's quite interesting because it's an insight into his mind, how he thinks, and how he does have a good side. He's not totally evil, but he just feels like very disconnected from people, and how he's never really formed close bonds with anyone. But a lot of that is due to childhood trauma and things that happened to him growing up. But they're two very, very good books I would highly recommend. Growing up, I read books, I read a lot of Stephen King, James Herbert, Clive Barker, and I've discovered Matt Shaw totally by accident. I was actually looking at a book called Jimmy about a guy who's kidnaps two girls, but underneath that, when I was looking on Amazon, there I saw he did a book called Sick Bastards, which caught my attention. I bought it, read it, really liked it, and then I was kind of addicted to his work. But these two books I highly recommend. They're really good reads. They're not too long, so you could probably read them in a few days. But yeah, if you want something different, definitely check these out. They're well worth it. You won't be disappointed.